Hi everyone, this week I made this box which holds 4 to 6 A2 standard size cards, and so I just wanted to show you how to make it. So there it is, and you'll see that these are for Christmas cards that I made, and these are pretty dimensional cards. If you see, they've got pop dots on them and ribbon. And so, you know, they're fairly dimensional. They're not, and they fit quite well. And I would say you can fit, you know, 4-dimensional cards fit fairly well. You probably don't want to fit more than that, unless if they're flatter. You could probably fit 6 cards if they were the flatter kind of cards. So that's what the box looks like. So let's get started. So I'm using my Martha Stewart scoreboard for this, and I'm going to make another box that I can put these cards in. I'm starting with an 8 3/8 by 12-inch piece of cardstock. This is American Crafts cardstock, and I'm going to score it at, let's see, I'm going to score it at 1 inch. And then again at 5.5, so there's 5.5. I'm just going to come in a little bit closer for this so you can see better, and maybe bring my board, well, down a little. There. Okay. There we go. So, and then at 5.5. And then again at 6.5. And then again at 11. Okay. Now I'm going to turn my paper 90 degrees, and then I'm going to score it at 1 inch. And this is going to be the bottom of my box. Oh, hang on a second, I skipped a channel there. My foam folder isn't in great shape. I need a better one. The one that comes with the Martha Stewart scoreboard is not the greatest. Okay, so there. And then again at 6 7/8. So 6 7/8 is right here. There. Okay. And then again at, let's see, 7 7/8. So that's almost at the 8. There you go. After you score all the lines, I just like to fold them all just to get a nice, and use my foam folder to get a nice crisp edge on them all. Oh, I'm running out of batteries, darn it. Oh dear. What happened here? Okay. Hang on a second, that didn't quite work out right. The 6.5 one didn't quite score properly. There we go. Really worthwhile to get a good bone folder. The one I have obviously isn't that great. There we go. All better now. Now I'm going to have to stop this and go change my batteries in my camera, so we'll pick this up where we left off. Let's see if I can get this entirely scored before I stop. There. There. And there. And then there. And there. Okay, so once you have it completely scored, I just put it back the way that it was, with the textured side facing up, and this is the top of, going to be the top of the box, and this is going to be the bottom. So we'll pick up where we left off in a second. Okay, so here we are with our cardstock scored at 1, 5.5, 6.5, and 11, and then again at 1, 6 7/8 and 7 7/8. So this is the point at which we start to cut. I'm just going to grab some scissors. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is make slits in all of the vertical marks here. So we just cut right up to the score line. I'm actually going to use my smaller scissors for this because it works a little bit better. I have a little bit more control. Just going to go right up to the score line. On all of these, so that these flip like that. And then for this, I'm going to want to cut along here to the first, kind of past the first score and right up to the second score. Then I'm going to want to go up to the 7 7/8 score line, and then go over and then up. And then I'm also going to want to cut off this little corner here. So I'm going to start with that because that's the most straightforward one. Okay. Now I'm going to use my bigger scissors for this. So I'm cutting past the first score line, the one that's at 1 inches, and I'm going to go right up to the one that's at, what is that, 5.5 inches, and I'm going to cut down that 5.5 inch one, and then I'm going to cut over, and again I'm going to switch to my more precision scissors. Let's see, like that. Okay, so you wind up with a piece that looks like this. And oh yeah, the other thing that I forgot is you actually want to continue this down like that and down like that, so that you wind up with these flaps. This is going to end up being the top of the box, and these are going to be the flaps that fold. So I always go back to this orientation so I don't get mixed up about where I want to do my gluing. So before we go any further, I like to round my corners, and I'm using the wider of the two. I have 2 corner rounders. I know some people have the corner chomper that has 2 different settings, and I use the one that is bigger. I don't know how big they are. I know there's a 1/4 or a 1/2 inch or something. I don't know what they are, but I just use the bigger of the 2. So what you want to do is, because you need to do some folding in order to get this to work properly. Oops, I always get those, the little corners always kind of, the way I hold it, they always kind of go up in my shirt. Oh, nice. So, let's see. There we go. There. And then I like to round these corners as well. And these ones are easier because there's more space. There we go. So you wind up with something that looks like that. Now for gluing, whenever I make a box or an envelope, I like to use the red line tape or Terrifically Tacky or whatever your brand is that you like to use. I'm not going to use it today just for the video because it's a little fussy to work with, so I'm just going to use my memory tape runner. Actually, I think I'm going to use Sticky Thumb for this because it is a little bit stickier than that, so I'm going to use my Sticky Thumb. And you just put glue on all of these little flaps here, like that. And I like to start by gluing this one into a square, and then gluing this one into here, and then gluing this one into here, like that, okay? So that you wind up with 2 halves of a box. And the reason I do that is that I want to make sure that when I fold it, that this edge goes towards the back, not towards the front. So that's just my way of making sure that I know how it's going. And then you just want to put some of your red line tape all along here and all along there so that you can glue it like that. I'm going to just use sticky thumb because, like I said, it's a lot faster. So I'm just putting it all the way along here and all the way inside that corner there. Okay. So, and then you just want to line up all your edges. Oops, sorry, off camera there. Just line up all your edges. And you wind up with a box like that. Now the one thing that my husband pointed out is that it's helpful to put a little slit here and a little slit there. That just helps you to give these flaps something to stick to so that it holds closed a little bit better. So there's the box, like that. Now when it comes to decorating these boxes, you could just put panels all around it, but that's a little fussy for me. I just wanted to make this box super fast. So what I did was I cut a piece of patterned paper 12 inches long and what is this, 5.5 inches wide, and then I scored it at the same places. So at 1, 5.5, 6.5, and then my last one is actually a little bit more than 11. But less than 11, and I guess that's 1/8 or 1/8. So I just kind of moved my paper over a little bit to score it there. The reason being is that that last one actually needs to fold over itself as well. So you want that last one to be a little bit longer just so that it'll fold properly. I didn't do that with this one and it didn't quite fold properly. So you just want to make sure that you do that. And then as far as decorating it goes, you know, like I just added a piece of ribbon. You can do anything really. Like I was thinking it might be cool to, I cut a piece of this Martha Stewart lace using my Martha Stewart border punch, and I just kind of scored it at the same places, the 1, 5.5, 6.5, and 11, and then I just kind of, I thought it might look nice kind of like that, so I might do some of these and then just put a label or something, put a stamped image, Happy Holidays or something. And then the other thing that I thought I might do is just for a bit of a more plain look, I kind of like the brown cardstock. My cards are a little plain as well with the kind of craft background, so I thought I might just kind of put and then trim that off and put, these are Prima flowers, and maybe just put something like that. I think that looks kind of pretty, and then cut those off, those edges. And so something like that I thought might look nice. Sorry about the shadows, my camera's getting in the way. So so the last thing that I wanted to mention was that this box, when it's full of cards, has a bit of a gaping edge on it. And so what I thought I'd do is put, you could put a little holiday sticker or something on there, but what I thought I'd do is, I have these labels, these Avery, they're plain shipping labels, but they're actually clear. So what I've been doing is just punching, whoops, threw it right off my table there, just kind of punching, and the nice thing about these is that they're not terribly sticky, so it's not going to rip your box when the person who opens it up, but it just kind of, you know, seals it and makes it, gives it that kind of finished look, but it's not going to take away from your decorations. And like I said, it's not terribly sticky, so you can just actually peel it off pretty easily and reposition it if you want to look inside at the cards again. So there's the box. If you would like the detailed, this detailed cheat sheet that I used when I made this, just send me an email or post me a comment and I will clean this up a little bit. It's a little bit messy, and post it somewhere. I have a blog, but I don't really post at it very much, but maybe I'll put it on my blog. If anybody wants it, I'll do it, but if you don't, then I won't bother. Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for watching.